Hey there, welcome back. Well, today I am sharing some things I have purchased recently that I have loved, and I think you guys will love too. Again, recent purchases that I just thought you guys really need to know about these. Let's start off with a couple of makeup items. One of them, actually two of them, I'm wearing right now. Now, I'm having a few breakouts. And this actually covers it pretty well. I think it's hormonal. Haven't had breakouts in a long time, thankfully, but I have really been liking this Dior foundation. Some of you may remember years ago, I talked about the Tom Ford stick foundation that I really loved, then they discontinued it. This is very comparable. Matter of fact, I may even like this hair better. If you didn't like the Tom Ford because it was a little too dewy or wet when you put it on, you really had to powder it, give this one a try. Yes, it's expensive, but to me, I actually use less foundation, so it's very mature skin friendly, textured skin friendly, because it is so pigmented, but a little goes a long way. So basically, you just, roll it up. You can add it just from the stick to your face. I never have done that with stick foundations. I like taking a flat top brush, just dab it in there a little bit and start working where I need it. For some reason, I always start on my chin when I use a stick foundation. I work my way out, but the middle of my face is where I have the most redness. Now, I did this foundation finder through Sephora to try to match me to a few different foundations that I like. It really depends if I'm self-tanning or not, which I actually have self-tanner on right now. It's fresh, so it's a little dark. I feel like this foundation can work when I don't have a tan. So even when it's fading off, but I do like it when I'm kind of in the middle of that faux tan. So keep that in mind if you're around my shade range and others. This is 2.5 neutral. Now, I happen to like a neutral cool foundation that suits me best. I don't like anything that's too warm or too neutral yellow, but I don't want it too pink. I like actually kind of a beige, neutral beige pink, if that makes sense, if that helps you. But anyway, I think the color range is pretty good. You can get it at a few different retailers, so certain ones might have more, but I have absolutely loved this, and it's actually held up nicely in the summer. I do powder it with my Hourglass powder, but again, I like it because it's not thick and heavy looking. So speaking of a drugstore foundation that I've liked, Lisa talked about this, Lisa D1, and I thought I would try it. I have it in two different shades. This is actually my lightest shade, and let's see, what color is this? This is 120. So this is a nice beige for, just that middle of the road. And then I think I have it in 130. So this one's the one I reach for most. I like this one because it is long wearing, but it's sorry, I didn't tell you what it was. It's the Maybelline Superstay 30-hour Lumi Matte. So it's not total matte. A lot of times I can't wear those because they just, make all my texture stand out and make my face look drier. But this Lumi Matte is not too luminous. So basically, if you like the NARS Radiant Foundation, I feel like this is similar. So anyway, I usually mix this though with my IT Cosmetics CC cream just to get that perfect tone, but not a lot of that. I usually use more than this. So this is a good one to try if you want. And then I have been trying to duplicate my old Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, because when they reformulated it, they changed a few of the colors. I mean, I've tried to Google everything to see what is similar to a few of the shades in there. This is similar, however, it's not exact, but I like it, and I am wearing it today. This is from NARS, and I will try to tell you the name, but I will probably just have to put it in the description because I can't pronounce it. Wrong, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway, it is a cooler eyeshadow palette. I normally use both of these, and I think they're great. So again, what I'm wearing right now, I wear this in the crease and then this usually on the outer. If I want to darken it up a little, I will use the other two, but this is great for just an everyday eye. I do have a little pink on the inner. And then sometimes I will take this also on the bottom just to have kind of like an eyeliner, but I have really, really been liking these shades. So I found a new pair of white sneakers and I love them. I took them to Indiana with us the end of last month and I've loved them. I've worn them since. They only take like maybe once to break them in, I found. I was looking for a version similar to my Pumas that I wore like all throughout Europe. I've taken them to Scotland, Italy, other places. And I really like them, but because it has that black on it, sometimes I don't want that or it doesn't go with my outfit. So I found some white ones and they are so super soft. And I love the gum sole. I'm always attracted to a gum sole. And when it has a toe like this with that like kind of suede in the front, again, I'm just always a sucker for that style. I just really like the way they look. Now they are all leather inside and out, even on the bottom. So your feet will get a little sweaty if it's real hot. So I advise wearing like some no-show socks. I can list a couple that I like. I got these in true to size. If I were wearing a thick sock, they would be too small. So maybe size up half depending, but I can wear a really thin no-show and they're fine. But I really like them. Again, they will break in pretty easily and I just absolutely love them. I'm so excited that I found something in all white. Can y'all hear these crazy birds? I feel like I'm having to talk over them. Last night, they actually started squawking back and forth, everybody talking to each other at 11 o'clock at night, and it went on until like 3 in the morning or after. It was crazy. Next is a faux flower arrangement. I've been talking about these since last fall. If you follow me on Instagram or on here, I have talked about the faux flowers I bought around the fall. They were pretty color. I bought some faux ferns as well. I bought a brighter pair. Oh my God, those birds are so distracting. I don't know if you can hear them, but they literally sound like they're like right here. Anyway, I bought a brighter color and have them outside on our patio and I love them. They look great. My mom and her friend were here and they thought they looked real. So I decided to get a hanging basket because certain areas I mentioned around our house, we live in the South, if the sun hits it too much, you can water every day and it's still just not going to look good by the end of the summer. And I just got these really pretty purple pink combination. They have others. Now, what I thought I was going to do at first, because I already have a hanging basket, I thought I'll just put some foam in there and stick them in there. But this one, I decided to go ahead and get the one specifically for the hanging basket. It was only like a few dollars more because it has the foam piece is covered in greenery. So I think it camouflages better. So that's my tip. Go ahead and just get that. Anyway, I love them. I'm still on my faux flower kick. So I have a couple of shampoos to tell you about and I just used this today. And I absolutely love these. My hairstylist and I were talking about these. And I think the first time I used them is when I went to Indiana. Again, lots of firsts here within just the last couple of weeks. I think I had bought a little trial size at first. Yes, because that's what I took with me. And then I ended up getting the full size so I could refill those. So somehow we got on this kick about shampoo, conditioner, all this, and talking about the K18 line. Well, they keep adding to the line. I had tried their detox shampoo, which is really good. It's a clarifying if you need one. Of course, we all know about the K18 treatment and the oil, which I have all those. And then in that little pack, the trial pack I bought had like a little trial of the K18, a little trial of the oil, and tiny ones of these shampoos. So this is the Damage Shield shampoo and conditioner. I swear your hair will feel great after one use. And it has the K18 in it. So if you don't want to mess with the K18 separately, you could try this. I'm not sure what other shampoos they have. Maybe they only have these few. I've not really paid attention, to be honest with you, but I really like these. And then going on the exact opposite end of that, we're talking about drugstore. I went back to trying, and I don't know where I saw this, if I saw it on the internet somewhere or what, but I went back to old school Pantene, but the classic clean. I've tried Pantene on and off through the years, and I don't always love it. Sometimes it feels heavy, and that's my problem with shampoo and conditioners anyway. Sometimes they will weigh my hair down because I have very fine hair, but this just gives you that, my hair feels clean. And it doesn't look frizzy. It doesn't look dry. It doesn't look weighted down. Like it just does what it says. Classic clean. Your scalp feels clean. Your hair feels clean. So once in a while, when I'm not needing, something specific like the Damage, which I don't use that every time, probably like every couple washes. And then I have several others that I rotate through as well, like some Redken. But this has been great. I've really enjoyed it for just that simple wash. All right, let's stick with hair. I had to purchase this in the full size because I liked it so much. I actually purchased another small size. This is the second time I've purchased the small size in this Amika Undone. It's a texture spray. I purchased this, I think, probably before one of our last trips or so, and I couldn't get the regular volume texture spray I use. They were out, so I was like, well, let me try this. And I really like it. I think I even like it better. That's why I repurchased this, and I like the scent. The other one, I didn't like the scent. I can't think. It's in the gray bottle. I'm totally blanking on the name, but you all know probably what I'm talking about. The scent of those products kind of drive me crazy. So this I really like. Again, I put it in today, but for me, it's more like, say if my hair is curled, that's when I want some texture to it. Like I'll tease it in the crown and a little bit up here, especially on like second day hair maybe. And that's when I'll use this. It just gives me a little bit of volume, a little bit of texture. So I don't usually share bras in here, but I've shared underwear, so might as well, right? I recently went back to a bra. This is a bra by Natori, and I had this one years ago. Sorry, I just washed it, so I don't have it snapped back up there. But this is what it looks like, and I cannot remember the exact name. Sorry about that. I'm totally blanking. This is what it looks like, what the straps look like. So you guys have probably seen it before. I had to buy a new one because I needed to actually go down a cup size. Taking hormones and everything, I find I don't have as much dense breast tissue, which is great, although you lose that tissue and now you need a smaller cup size. So anyway, I went back to this bra again. It'd been years since I'd had it, many years ago. Stopped wearing it because I kind of stopped wearing underwire. So it is an underwire, but once in a while I just like that, and I feel like sometimes you just need it, especially as we get older. But I would love to find a non-wire bra that's supportive. So anyway, I was wearing one a cup size too big recently, you know, but I still really liked the bra. So I thought, you know what? I just got to break down and get another one in a smaller size. But I love the nude color. It is super, super like soft, doesn't show under t-shirts. To me, it's just like the perfect bra under almost anything. I've been on a perfume kick again lately. And what I do is usually find samples, and then I'm all about that. And then sometimes I'll buy it in the full size and use it for a while, and then I go away from it and come back. You know how it is, or the seasons change. So right now I bought one of them in a little spray because the one I have, the sample in my travel bag, I'm almost out. So I thought I better get this. And then this one just came not too long ago, and I really like this one. So let's talk about the first one. It is Burberry Her. Really, really like this one. I'm terrible about the notes, but I'll try to put them on the screen or something for you. To me, what reminds me of this already, like right away, it smells like Baccarat Rouge 540, but lighter. So if you don't like Baccarat Rouge, or you feel like everybody smells like it now or smells like a copy or something, this has its own unique scent. But yet, that is the first thing I think of when I smell this. There is some kind of notes in there that are very similar to that, but to me, more wearable, if that makes sense. I feel like I definitely reach for this over that, right now anyway. And then the next one, really been liking this. So you can see I just have a little one, but I don't think this comes in travel size from what I've seen. I think it only comes in like a 1.7 ounce or something like that. So I might have to break down and just get that and then put it in, you know, little small ones if I want to travel with it. But this is the Chanel Chance. They have different variations of that scent. I think I pretty much like them all if I recall, but it's been a while since I had smelled any of them. And it is the perfume. Some of them, you know, it's eau de toilette. This is the perfume. But I have really been obsessing over this one lately. I just find I want to wear it constantly. It lasts and stays on, but yet it's not overpowering. You could wear it places, and it's a great summer scent. I feel like both of these, this is more maybe date night summer scent possibly, or you could wear it during the day. I totally have. And on my like to know it, I do have little collages saved on there of like hair care, which I need to add these to. Perfume, date night perfume, summer perfume. So I will add these to that as well. Looking to try something new. I really like both of these. When I am loving something that much, I just have to share it with you guys because I figure you guys will too. Maybe one thing, maybe all of them, but everything I talked about will be listed below in the description box as always, and I will try to pin it to the top of the comments. It's a little easier to find, I know there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.